Is Techhnolyze worth watching? Well, let's talk about it. In the dark underground city of Lux, people live in fear and despair under the rule of various criminal factions. Almost secluded from the surface, the gang's only interaction with the outer world is their mining operation of raffia, which is the main reason for the city's existence. Available only in Lux, this rare substance is the basis of Techhnolyze transplants that permit humans to replace parts of their body with cybernetic prosthetics. The latter have the particularity not to trigger an immune response in their host, and the quote unquote class has the privilege to conduct research on them. This elusive organization, also in charge of the raffia production, delegates its executive authority to a group called Organo, led by Onishi, a self-righteous man with technologized legs who is rumored to hear the voice of the city. The fragile balance of powers in Lux is disturbed when a mysterious visitor named Yoshi begins committing a series of crimes that puts the gangs at each other's throats. In the midst of the chaos, new actors emerge. Ichise, an ex-boxer mutilated by Organo, and recently technologized Eriko Doc Kamata, and Ron, a young florist who can see the future. While Lux steadily plunges into insanity, both Ichise and Ron find themselves involved in the greatest crisis the city has ever faced. Now, that was a mouthful, but that is the basic gist or synopsis of this show. It came out in 2003. The studio producing it was Madhouse, and it is an anime original. So it's got a lot going for it. It's on that psychological drama sci-fi theme and genre. And I made it to the fourth episode and I had to stop there. It's 22 episodes long. As you can see, the animation is dated. It's not the greatest, but that isn't the end all be all for an anime. It has a ton of weird, bizarre sexual undertones. The flashbacks and flash forwards are kind of all over the place. It's very slow as far as its pacing is concerned. As mumbo jumbo as that concept and synopsis was, it does have a lot of interesting elements going for it. I love the setting that it's in, kind of that post-apocalyptic, futuristic dystopian. It's just very tangible. I really like that setting. However, it's just really slow. Like, you start going, and the first two episodes, the main character kind of gets shish kebabbed. He loses a limb or two. He gets caught in between these two gangs, and you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? And he is literally crawling throughout the city, throughout the alleys for the first two episodes, while Ron, the tiny little girl who can get glimpses of the future, is kind of doing her own thing. And you can tell that they're trying to get these two characters together to kind of team up and figure out what's going on. But man, it's taking forever. On top of that, the main character finds the doctor that specializes in these technologized limbs, and she is very weird, very bizarre, very sexually charged, and she likes to cross her legs on and off multiple times, and the camera likes to linger. It's just very strange. I'm trying to get invested. I'm trying to be there for the characters, but there's just really not much going on. My favorite scene in the first four episodes was when it's Onishi here, the leader of the gang, gets kind of ambushed by the opposing gang, and the mob boss sent two guys to kill him. Well, he takes on the first one. One of the bullets ricochets off of his technologized limbs, and he dispatches him no problem. And then he basically talks to himself. He's like, if I was to put out a hit on my rival, I would send more than one. And he turns around and meets the other guy where he is and takes him out as well. So just a really cool scene there. I liked how they handled that. But it's just so, again, bizarre. It's so strange. I have so many shows that I want to watch that I know are going to be a good time and that I'm going to enjoy. It's just really tough that this one, if this one had 12 episodes, I think it'd be easier to make it. But knowing that it's 22, the animation is not great. The story is all over the place. And I'm just struggling to make it through each episode. I figured I would stop it at episode 4. And if someone has seen this all the way through and thinks that it is definitely worth watching and worth getting all the way through, all the way to the end, please let me know in the comments. But as far as I've seen and as far as what I know about this anime so far, it's just really tough to get through the entire length of it. So that's basically where I'm at with Technolyze. I wish it was better. I think it has a lot of potential given its concept, given its themes, given the genre that it's in. I just don't think it's good enough to continue, but please let me know how you feel. So, as always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.